Hi, welcome to our video about Bangkok. We got the night train from Chiang Mai to Bangkok and pretty much headed straight to the airport to meet Momma Berzolla, my mother, and she was actually coming to stay with us for a couple of weeks in Thailand. We were quite lucky because of coronavirus. We were really worried that her flights wouldn't be cancelled, but thankfully she managed to make it out, so really happy about that. We stayed in the most gorgeous apartment whilst my mum was with us. We just wanted something that was, you know, a bit of a treat for all of us. So we stayed in a serviced apartment and it was so big. It was far too big for the three of us, but it was really nice because it meant that we had a private space for obviously to like proceed, stuff like that, but we also had like a common room so we could all hang out together, have dinner together, and we had a kitchen as well so we could cook. So yeah, it was like such a great place to stay. One thing you should know about Momma Berzolla is she can shop. I've never met anyone that can shop as well, as methodically, with as much stamina as my mum. So when she came to Thailand, that was one thing that she was really keen on, is checking out all of the markets that they have. And me and Jim, you know, we love a market, so we were very happy to go along as well. And it was really cool because she bought loads of really nice stuff for herself and like her family and her friends and stuff. So it was nice to check out all the markets and see what they had for sale. One of the highlights when we visited the markets, I think definitely for my mum, was when Jim tried the bugs that they had on sale. This woman had like a selection of bugs. I think she had maybe like 6 or 7 different ones that she had fried, and she gave him like a little bowl, like a couple of each. And I think she put on maybe some like salt or pepper on it, and that was it. It was good to go. And my mum thought it was absolutely hilarious watching Jim suffer and eat these bugs. The favourite being the little widgety grub, and there was a giant cricket that he ate as well. And yeah, it's safe to say that it was a bit of a struggle for him.
Oh man, that's fucking rank. Alright.
What is it?
We didn't just go to markets though, we also went to a massive art gallery in Bangkok, which was really cool. They had one part that was really interactive, so that was quite fun. We checked out Koh San Road. We felt like whilst we were there we might as well check it out, and we had dinner nearby. Because of coronavirus it was a lot quieter than usual as well, so it's quite nice time for us to actually visit and check it out. And I think one of the favourite things that for all of us that we did was visit the floating market. We got picked up super early and I think we drove for about an hour and a half to get there. And again, because of coronavirus, it was so quiet. I heard a few people say whilst we were there that it was normally like crazy busy, so it's quite rare that we're actually able to see it with hardly any tourists there. So for us, obviously that was a nice thing. But it did make some of the sellers, I don't know if they're normally that pushy or just because less people are visiting that they're even pushier.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
You said it. You said.
No.
You said last time.
But we paid a little bit extra to go in one of the boats and sort of like, essentially you just sit in a boat and you get taken to the shops that are on the water. But if you show even the tiniest bit of interest in something, they hound you and like you're kind of sat there like, okay, can we leave now? So we learnt very, very quickly, only show interest in things that we will buy because they just won't leave us alone otherwise. But to be fair, the people that worked there, they were really nice. We had a really nice time. It was nice to sort of have a look around. There were a few people, it was quite sad, they had like snakes and slow loris that they were encouraging people to take pictures with for money, which I haven't seen much in Asia, and so it's quite sad to see that because, you know, it's not very good for the animals, they're not treated very well. But we did see one really cute moment with an animal where it was a dog that was chilling in a fridge because it was so hot, and the owner of the dog had like a little shop, so he just let the dog sleep in the bottom of the fridge, and it was just so sweet. At first I was a little bit worried, thinking, is that dog okay? But we opened the door because Jim bought a drink, and the dog just sort of, he got up and made himself a bit more comfortable further in the fridge and just stayed there, so I guess he was happy. Our original plan was to spend a week in Bangkok and then with my mum fly to Sri Lanka, but because of everything that's going on, our flight was cancelled and we couldn't get into Sri Lanka anymore, which was really sad because it would have been so lovely to check it out, but it is what it is. We made some last minute plans to head to Kanchanaburi instead. It was only about 2-3 hours away on the train from Bangkok, so it meant that we didn't have to go too far, and it also seemed like there was a lot of really cool things to do there. So tune in next week for our little trip to Kanchanaburi. It's not Sri Lanka, but we did have a lot of fun, so that's good. Bye! You sat there so judgmental, aren't you?
It's only my
yes,
posture.
maybe, because you tripped over a few words there, didn't you? She like just tackles it and just this. She does it. She gets it down. I'm gonna do that again. When we say bye, babe. Bye.